Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Just so you know, all of my readings, my taroscopes are for your sun, moon and rising. I always advise that you watch all three so that you get more of a complete picture of how these kind of speak to you on a personal level. Also, I do incorporate a little bit of the astrology and a little bit of the numerology within my readings as well, and kind of blend that all together. And sometimes I'll talk about the larger transits that take place as well, just so you know. So for your if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know, I also have a brand new channel where I am offering solely guided meditations and visualizations. So if you would like to get into that over the course of this year, hit the link in the description box below. I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you have the Hierophant card. So in a lot of ways this week you could be, you could be applying for things, you could be maybe coupling with or working with alongside people that are either in positions of power, or this could be your local government. It could be some sort of awarding or governing body of some sort that you're collaborating with or working with. And in a lot of ways as well, this is going to see you put in a very strong, maybe not necessarily rigid, but a strong structure in place for all of your plans to kind of take shape, if that makes sense. For your actions and options, you have the Fool card. New things, places, people and energy, and you have this in your actions and options. So this is about you going in a new direction. This is about you saying to yourself, right, this is what I envision and this is where I'm putting my time and energy. It may also be as well that you might end up finding a connection this week to a powerful person, or maybe somebody that is very well known in their field, that ends up being really beneficial for you in some way, shape or form. I always like the Fool card, especially as an actions and options card, because it means literally like you're at the beginning of a brand new journey. Like this is you stepping onto a new path in an exciting way. For your communications and conversations, you do have the Nine of Swords. So there could be some challenges this week. And I will say this, if there is any paperwork that's needing to be filed, worked on, if you're needing a decision of some sort, or you need something to be signed off, you may end up doing a bit of a back and forward this week. So if you can avoid it this week, I absolutely would. And remember, at the end of this month, we are going to be heading into that Mercury retrograde, the first one in an air sign. So stay peeled. For those of you that work for somebody else, this could be literally like your workload really increasing. And for some of you, this might even be the catalyst that ends up kind of almost pushing you in that direction to say, you know what, yes, I'm out. I'm going to start looking for a new job, or I want to start looking, I want to start looking into working for myself. For those of you that do work for yourselves, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, again, it feels like you're having to get not even a second opinion. It's like something that you're doing or want to do needs to be signed off by somebody else. And so for that reason, you are having to, in some way, kind of play ball, and maybe in a way that you don't really want to. But as long as it gets the job done, right? I'll give you a really good example. Everybody drives like this when they do their driving test, and then when they get out on their own, everybody picks up bad habits because you don't have somebody there scrutinizing your every move anymore. It's kind of like that. For those of you that don't work or are retired, I actually feel like this is going to be a very proactive energy for you. I kind of feel like there's a part of a lot of you people that don't work or are retired that are saying, you know what, I'm kind of wasting away here. I need to do something with my talent. So this might be that you sign up for something to do with volunteering. For a lot of you, this could be you going back into some sort of formal education. But there is a kind of like almost like a bit of a worry there, like, oh, I've been out of this for a long time. Am I going to be able to get back into it? For your money and materials, you got the Six of Wands. So for all intents and purposes, everything else, no matter how many challenges you find here, you've got the, you've got the resources that you need, which is great. Finances look like they are definitely going strong and will continue to do so from here on in. You've got this right underneath that Fool card as well. This suggests to me that some sort of move that you're making this week has a financial implication to it, and this is why you're doing it. It's like you're going in a new path to make more money or to maximize your returns or your results, and I actually think this is going to be great. For your physical health and vitality, this is your heart and your spine. Look after those things. I think it was the Chinese that said, as long as you've got a healthy spine, that's it. The health of your spine tells you how healthy you are in general. This could be one of those weeks. So, maybe incorporate some sort of practice. You do have the Nine of Swords in close proximity. So for a lot of you, this would be saying to you, find a way to move that really helps you alleviate some of your mental stress as well. And then for your home and environment, that Six of Wands is very, very nice indeed. Now, if you don't want that situation, this could be a very fertile energy, so just be aware. On another level, when it comes to your home and environment, this could be you welcoming or inviting something or someone new in. I don't think it's necessarily for the long term, but it may end up being longer than you imagined, but shorter than not shorter than you hoped, but you kind of get my drift. For your love and relations, you have the Three of Cups. So there's a reunion of some sort here, which is really nice. Now, for some of you, it does appear that you might be a little bit worried about this. So if you're married or you have a partner, maybe, it's like sometimes your partner has that one friend that you just can't stand. Like, no matter how much you try to be the better person and, to be nice and inviting and stuff, you're just like, oh, I just don't like them and I don't know why. It doesn't make you a bad person. In fact, it makes you human, right? You can't like everybody and not everybody's going to like you. That's life. Unfortunately, my little Leo ascendant heart is in there going like, why? Sorry. All right, so yeah, it could be some sort of reunion this week for those of you that are married or in partnerships. Maybe somebody's coming to stay and maybe you don't necessarily get on with this person so great, or maybe you guys, because you've got the Six of Wands, so maybe you guys are going somewhere or reuniting with friends and maybe you don't necessarily see eye to eye. And if that's the case, what I can tell you with the Three of Cups here in the love and relations, it's actually going to go a lot better than you'd hoped. I think you're more worried about it than you have cause or reason to be. For those of you that are single, this is really nice. I will say this though, the chances are that if you are going to meet somebody, it will very likely be through or at your workplace. And I don't know how sort of feasible or practical that is for you. But yeah, just something that you should think about. All in all though, I actually think this is going to be a great week for Virgos. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.